Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Inside the World of Real Estate. And today we have a treat for you. We have Carol Bowman from Montgomery, Alabama. Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing today?
I am super. Thank you for the opportunity. I can't wait to have a chat with you.
Good. Well, so we're going to have a great chat today. We're going to talk about, first of all, what is your background and how did you get into real estate? Those two questions.
Okay, super. Yeah, I've been a realtor for 8 years now. So I jokingly say I'm just now starting to get it figured out. But my background is in human resource management. That's what my degree is in. So most of my career, I've either been an HR director, or I've also been an administrative assistant at a school. So a lot of administrative things, which has really prepared me for the world of real estate. Because real estate is a good balance between having to be detail-oriented, taking care of details and paperwork, lots of paperwork, and helping people. So you have to have that balance of being able to communicate with people and empathize with people, but also organized enough to get all the paperwork done. So it's been a good fit for me.
So why did you decide to get into real estate?
Well, when we moved back to Alabama, my husband and I both grew up in Alabama. We've lived in Georgia for a while and had the opportunity to move back home. So when we came back here, I was looking for something to do, and we bought our house with Lucretia, and she became a friend. So I went to her one day. I said, you know everybody, help me find a job. I said, but I don't want an 8-to-5 corporate job because I want to be able to, my husband is a pastor and he's also a chaplain in the Air National Guard. So I want to have some flexibility to be able to help him when he's serving or helping people if he needs me to come along. So Lucretia said, you need to be a realtor. But I had never done sales before, so I was very nervous.
Oh.
But I gave it a shot, passed the test on the first go, and got in the business and have been the top producer in our agency for the last 6 years.
Fantastic. All right, so tell us about Montgomery, Alabama, the area you serve, so that people can envision, where is it in Alabama and all those things.
Great. Well, we are right in the middle of the state. So Montgomery is the capital of Alabama. So we're right in the middle of the state, and we have Maxwell Air Force Base here. So we have a great military presence. It's a very military-friendly community. Folks are very supportive. And we also have several large industries. We have a huge Amazon distribution, a couple of colleges here, and we have a lot of government-related jobs because it is the capital. A lot of government-type jobs, banking, things like that. But what I love about being in the Montgomery area, I actually live in Millbrook, just a little north of the city, and Millbrook, Prattville, and out east, headed toward Auburn, over in Pike Road and East Montgomery are the two growing areas. And people like to be just north of the town because the public schools are good. It's a wonderful community. The kind of community where, when you go to your local grocery store, you're probably going to run into somebody your kids are going to play on the Y sports teams, and you're all going to be with your neighbors. And our area has a wide variety of real estate options. So there's wonderful, smaller, first-time homebuyer homes, but then there are also neighborhoods that have beautiful, large, custom, more luxury homes. So there's something for everybody in this area.
Love that. So why are people moving to Alabama?
We have a little slower pace of life after COVID. We gained a lot of folks that were leaving more urban areas. Mm-hmm. They wanted some place where they could have a little elbow room, get out in the country just a little bit. Slower pace of life. Our taxes are a little lower than in a lot of areas. When I have clients that move here from some states, they're amazed at how affordable it is to be here, and just the great Southern hospitality. It's
I
just,
know it is the great Southern hospitality. I'm telling you, and
yeah.
I just love your accent. So I just love your accent. It's amazing. So when somebody moves to your area, say they move from a bigger city and they move here, what are some of the challenges they might face?
Well, we may not have as many fancy places to eat as they're used to.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not a walkable type community. You're going to have to drive everywhere you go. And we do have some fantastic restaurants and some wonderful foodie type places. But you're not going to find, a 4 or 5-star restaurant on every corner like you might in a really
Well,
large.
that's okay. That's okay because you know what, Southern food is definitely different and it's good and I think that anywhere you go nowadays, I think a city, in order to compete with anything, has to have some kind of good food. So I'm sure there's some really good food. So I think
Oh, great
you're
mom
selling
and
you're
pop
selling
places.
yourself a little short there on
Yeah,
that.
great barbecue places, great mom and
Oh,
pop.
there you go, mom and pop shops. So I think let's talk a little bit about that. About you might have like a lot of local type shops and local types of restaurants and things like that that you don't really find in a big city. So it's actually looking at finding a diamond in a rough, right?
It is. I'm very active in our local Chamber of Commerce, and we had a ribbon cutting yesterday for a cookie shop. And that's a young
Oh,
man that just loved making cookies. So he decided to make it a business. So he's launched this cookie shop that's also a coffee shop. And just to hear his story and how he started and his family supporting him, and the community just can't wait to get in there and be a part of his success.
that's amazing. I love that. I love local and I love that you shop local and you just really support that local community. And you know, Montgomery is really up and coming in Alabama because I have a lot of friends that their kids go to Auburn or they live in Auburn and they're always talking about, well, we have to go to Montgomery to find shops from Auburn. So it actually is a little bigger city than people actually think it is, right?
It is. We do. We have great shopping. And Montgomery is really known for our civil rights tourism. We have
Okay.
several museums and different places that people come just for the civil rights tourism. And our downtown area has really embraced that and developed that as a tourist destination.
Fantastic. Okay, so we talked about all the industries that are in your area, which is amazing. What are some of the popular activities that people do in your area? And tell us about the seasons that you have, like how warm it gets, how cold it gets, do you get snow and things like that?
So we very rarely get snow or ice. It does get a little warm in the summertime,
Yes.
but it's okay. I'll take the heat over having to shovel snow. So because of our wonderful climate, we do have a lot of outdoor activities. We're very close to a couple of lakes. So people love boating and fishing, going to the lake. And it's a short drive, a couple of hours down to the beach. So if you'd rather go sit in the sand, a couple of hours up north to the mountains in North Alabama, and then a short hop over to Atlanta where you are if you want to go do some big city Broadway
It's
shows
really
or
not that
shopping over
far.
in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're really not that far away from each other.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about like culture, music, museums, theaters. We talked about the food scene, but just kind of like cultural things in your area.
One of the coolest is we have the Alabama Shakespeare Festival right here in Montgomery.
Oh,
So we
okay,
have this
cool.
beautiful theater in the round that brings in lots of great productions, and they have a little local Shakespeare company that puts on a series every year. Right now they're doing Frozen for Christmas. It's very exciting.
Nice.
We also have a great performing arts center that brings in lots of concerts. We have a local symphony and several other groups like that. So there's lots of places to go and hear music. A lot of our restaurants, barbecue joints, have live music on the weekends. You can go and hang out with your friends and get something to eat and listen to somebody playing the guitar.
I love that. Okay, so let's talk about real estate real quick. If somebody wanted, like, price wise? Because, we're talking to people all over the world. So they have no idea what does an average house cost in Montgomery, Alabama. So how about like a 3-bedroom, how much square footage, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, how much square footage, and approximately how much would that cost?
Yeah, I just looked at our numbers yesterday, and in Millbrook, our average sold price is $266,000, and it's just over 2,000 square feet.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
so you
really
can get a lot for the
affordable.
money here. You really can, and because of that, I get a lot of investor clients because they can sell one house in California and buy 2 for that here.
Oh, they could sell one house in California and buy 4 probably. The way the prices are in California. So do you work with a lot of investors?
I do some, not a ton. I mostly work with folks that are just buying their primary home.
Yes,
But I
and
do
I
have
would say
several
with
investor
military too, those are good because people might just be in for a year or 2, so you might help them find some housing as well. So those might be a good investment for other people if they're not staying that long for
Right.
military.
And a lot of my military clients will buy a home while they're here if they're in school, and then they PCS somewhere else and they use that as a rental property, and then
There
they
you
come
go.
back here when they
What are you doing?
retire.
You're helping people build wealth. That's amazing. So yeah, so I think it's really important because people don't realize that it's really an active city. It's a cute little city. It's not. It's it has southern charm, but yet it's not too big and it's not too small. So I think
Yes.
it has like a good balance. The only thing is it's not like you have public transportation or anything like that. And you have to get in your car to go anywhere. And in Atlanta, even though we have public transportation, everyone gets in their car and drives everywhere because it's not the best public transportation like if you're in a major city like New York or Los Angeles or Chicago, where you can use all the trains and things like that. So that's why I see the charm there too. Now, what if you were to fly into an airport? What are your choices, and how far is the airport?
We have a really nice airport right here in Montgomery.
Okay.
But if you needed to, the Birmingham airport is about 2 hours north of us. And then if you
Okay.
needed a really big airport, it's about 3 hours or 2.5 to the airport in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. So yeah. So really, you can get Montgomery to Atlanta. You can get Montgomery, to any major city if you have to go out of the country. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. So what do you personally like to do when you're not doing real estate? What are some of your passions?
We enjoy going on cruises.
Oh, you're a girl of my heart. So tell me
Yeah.
about your cruising and where you go.
And another great thing about living where I do is there are several cruise ports that are within driving distance.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So Mobile has one cruise ship, but we've cruised out of New Orleans pretty often.
Oh, wow. How far is New Orleans from you?
4 hours.
Oh, wow. That's an
Yeah.
easy get in the car, turn some jams on, and before you know it, you're there.
Yep.
Awesome.
And you can head over to the Florida coast and sail out of Port Canaveral, which is a little bit longer drive. But we do enjoy cruising. It's nice way to get away from it all and unplug for a few days.
That's nice. Oh, I love that. I love that. So do you have a specific cruise line that you like?
We've done several. Our favorite is Norwegian, but
Okay.
we just did a Disney cruise with my son and daughter-in-law, and you got to save up for it, but it
Yes.
is outstanding. So
Yes,
I
I
highly
love
recommend.
Disney. I've been on Disney cruising too. I'm actually going in the end of December. I'm going to Africa on a cruise, doing cruise and land for doing a cruise for like 16 days to Kenya and the Seychelles Islands, Mauritius and Madagascar, and doing all that on that part of Africa. But it takes a really long time to get there. But
Yes.
I do like cruising in the fact of you put your clothes in the cabin and you don't worry about it, and you don't like have to pack up and go from place to place. So I really do think that that's it's a great like escape. Like even like you said, you're just going for a couple days. Like we do more adventures where we go for longer periods of time, but it's nice probably just to get away for 4 or 5 days, right? Or even a week, right?
It is. And and you really don't have to make that many decisions. You
No,
go.
yeah. And it's like somebody makes your bed every day.
Yeah.
Somebody, does your laundry for you. Someone cleans for you and someone cooks for you. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. And you don't have to, where are we going to go eat? I don't know. Where do you want to go? You go to
What
the
do you
main
wanna
dining
eat?
room. You eat.
There's tons of choices everywhere you go. All right.
What do you want to
that's
do
cool.
after dinner? Oh, well, here's the show. You go to the show. That's what you do.
All right. So now we're going to have a little bit of fun now. So I'm going to ask you some fun questions so people really get to know you. If there was a movie made about your life, who would play you and what movie? Like, who do you think?
I have been told, especially when I get my Southern drawl really going, that I sound a little like Jodie Foster. So I think she could play me.
There you go. I think so too. That's awesome. All right. So if you're in a room, what song would be your theme music if you walked into a room or something that gets you excited?
Oh my. I don't know. That's a good one.
What kind of music do you like?
I listen to a lot of contemporary Christian and just kind of popular stuff and 80s music.
Oh, tell me an 80s song that you love.
Gosh, now you're putting me on the spot.
Oh, come on. The Eye of the Tiger. Where can we start? There's so many songs in the 80s, right, that we can talk about.
That's funny. In our networking group, we have one of our guys that his thing that he does at our meetings is he plays walk-up music for you when you do your presentation. Nice. But you never know what he's going to pick.
Oh, so, what did he pick for you, though?
So he did pick, it was a Queen song.
There you go. We are the champions, right?
That's it. Yeah.
You're the champions. That was my walk-up. Oh, I love it. I love that song. It's in my brain now, too. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would that be? I know this is a good question.
But there are things that you eat on repeat because you love it. I love a good salad with grilled chicken on it.
Yummy.
Some veggies, throw some veggies in there. Yep.
Healthy. Most people would say something, like, I don't know, ice cream. I don't know that I could eat any of that stuff. Like, I'm not a big sweet person, but anyway, I love that grilled. And I could just imagine it, this little Southern, you go to a little Southern cafe and you have this grilled salad with some really homemade dressing, and it just has all the veggies and little fruit on it, and it tastes wonderful, right? We can never remake that, but they make it so well, right?
Yes.
There you go. What is your favorite travel destination place on your bucket list, or somewhere you've been, or both?
We are working on going to Scotland. We haven't made it yet, so that's our next big thing. Is we really want to make it to Scotland.
Okay, and where have you been that you could tell our viewers that you really enjoyed? One of the
places. When we cruise and go to Costa Maya, there's a little private beach called Maya Chan that you have to make a reservation ahead of time. And it's some folks from Texas that run this little day resort. And when you show up, you have a cabana with your name on the chalkboard. Welcome, the Bowmans. And they bring you chips and salsa, and they cook you lunch, and they make you cocktails. And you're just at this private beach all day. Like, yes, I could do that every day.
Oh my gosh, I've never heard that tip. So that's a great tip that if you're going to, oh my gosh, we have to contact you if we're going there. I love that. Now we're going to just get back to real estate real quick of like we all have some amazing clients, right? We all have, but tell us about a story that kind of hit your heart. And it could be from last week, it could be from 10 years ago, whatever, because I know that every single transaction we all do is special, but just one so that people understand the way you work.
I'm really in this business to help people. I think if you're here about the relationships, the transactions take care of themselves. Absolutely. So I've really enjoyed the times when I'm walking with someone through not only the biggest financial transaction in their life, but usually an emotional transaction.
Yes.
They're having to sell their house because their spouse passed away and they need to move to be near their kids.
Right.
Or they just got married and this is their very first home and they're so excited. I've had a couple of those just recently. And those are the transactions that are so rewarding. And then when I stay in touch with my clients and invite them to events a few times a year, and I get to see them, and then they refer their friends and family members. That's very rewarding to me.
I love that. So what I hear about you and what our viewers need to know about you is you're very calming. Your voice is very calming, and you have the most amazing little Southern accent, which I love. I'm from the North, so I'm from the North. I live in the South, but everybody I'm around is always from the North, because Atlanta is everybody's from pretty much not from Atlanta. So, but I love that you're like that small town charm, but you have that passion to help people.
Yes.
In like the emotional state as well as the financial state, because I always tell people that, my background's finance. So I'm all about like, this is the biggest financial decision you're going to want to make. So I'm here to bounce off ideas. I'm here to help you make that decision. But then you're also on the emotional side, kind of being that either mom, sister, depending on the client you're dealing with, you're either their like mom, their sister, their, their aunts, telling them or guiding them emotionally through the transaction as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. That's really
I
sweet.
really do. I think that is you to a T. All right, we have just a couple more fun steps and then we'll stop. Do you like the mountains or the beach?
The mountains.
Okay. What's your favorite mountains? Where,
I love going to the mountains in North Georgia.
Okay.
It's not quite as commercial and congested as like the Gatlinburg area, but like Dahlonega up in North Georgia, it's just beautiful.
Yes. Not far from where I live. So I live in North Atlanta, and I'm like probably 30, 40 minutes from Dahlonega. So it's very,
Nice.
very pretty up there, especially in the fall, right? Especially in the fall. And even in the wintertime, it's just very peaceful up there too, as well. Okay. Dogs or cats?
We are dog people.
Me
Recently,
too.
our
Okay.
most recent was a border collie.
Nice.
He was a fantastic dog. He lived 17 years.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have a collie Australian Shepherd mix. She's like 70 pounds and she's 5, and she's amazing. She's so I'm a dog person. I also have a terrier mix, and he is 14 right now. So
Wow.
he's a lot of fun. So they play with each other. Are you an early bird riser or a night owl?
Can I say neither?
You know what? You are like a lot of people ask that, they go, I don't know. I'm like both, and it's interesting because I'm an early riser because I was like a Wall Street girl and I had to get on the train and I was always up early and this and that. And my husband's a night owl. Like he likes to, you know what I mean? I have to wind down in the night. So I'm like more of an early bird, but it's interesting how a lot of people are like, well, I'm just like in the middle,
Yeah.
I could go to bed late. I could go to early. I don't really have, it doesn't faze me either way. Interesting. Okay. What is your favorite color?
Blue,
Blue. What kind of blue?
like a royal blue.
Ooh, royal
Yeah.
blue. Any specific reason why?
Well, I don't know. I have blue eyes, so when I wear blue, people tend to compliment my eyes. Maybe I'm fishing for compliments. I don't know.
There you go. Fishing for compliments. I love that. And what is your favorite dessert?
Ooh, chocolate, especially dark chocolate.
Okay, so what kind of dark chocolate?
I love to make the Ghirardelli brownie mix with the dark chocolate chunks in it.
Mhm.
That's
Nice.
good stuff.
Okay. Well, my husband's from Belgium,
Ooh.
and we only eat Belgium chocolate, which is made with fresh cream, which is incredible. So next time I see you, I'll have to bring you some Belgium chocolate.
Absolutely.
We have lots in the freezer. We just, we go over to Belgium. We were over there like a month ago, and we just hoard it over to our we bring a suitcase and put all the chocolates in, and we put them in the freezer. And then, the next time I'll bring you some chocolate, I see you. So anyway, I love that. And if you had a superpower, what would you say your superpower is, or what would it be?
Wow. I don't know. I do like to say my superpower is polite persistence. Like
I can totally see that.
I'm going to
Totally.
get the job done but in a very nice way. But I'm not going to be a pushover.
Well, you have to be a little, scared of those little Southern women that have that Southern like you, because you're a little sneaky. You're sneaky polite, but sneaky persistent, which I love.
Yeah. Especially for my clients. I'm going to
That's
make sure
right, because you're going to
you.
push and get them the best price, and you're going to do everything in your power, but you're going to be polite and nice and get it done. So
That's right.
Okay, so one more question. Is there anything like we talked about that you want our viewers to know, or your future clients to know? Because this is going to be also, you can give this out to your people that you just meet, and they can learn all about you in a video. So there you go. So what can you tell us? Anything else?
When I got into real estate, we talked about earlier, because I was looking for a job, a career, something to do. And the more that I've done it, the longer I've done it, my why has shifted to helping people, but also I've just seen the importance and the value of guiding people into building their own wealth. If you can afford to buy over renting, your financial stability is going to be better. Your family's financial stability is going to be better. Your children are going to feel more secure in your home. There's just so many great benefits to achieving the dream of home ownership. So my why has really changed the more that I've done this, and I truly enjoy helping people, and I think I do a pretty good job at it.
And I think you show your passion, because, we meet a lot of people. There's a lot of realtors out there. There's a lot of people in real estate, but I surround myself with people like you. I surround myself with people that are kind and giving, and their mission is to get the best deal for you, right? In your situation, in whatever situation you're in, we're going to get you the best deal. And we are all about building relationships. So I surround myself with amazing agents, with amazing relationships that I've built throughout the years. And what I want to show our viewers is that there's so many amazing agents out there that we're going to guide you in the right direction. So if you need anybody in the whole entire world, we can help you.
Yes.
And especially in Montgomery, Alabama, you need to call my friend Carol here, and you just reach out to her. So thank you so much for being on this interview with me. I really thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you, and I'm sure everybody else has as well.
Well, thank you. I've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed the opportunity, and I can't wait to see you soon in Atlanta and get some shopping.
I know. It's going to be great. Talk to you soon.